So it's been a while since we've been in the house. Very little work or no work has actually gone on for the last 2 weeks, a week and a half, and this is the first time in 2 weeks' time. Then it's good to see the switches and other kinds of things coming along.
Yeah, the garage is actually gone. Got one room done.
All right.
Now, in a couple of weeks, will there be actual plugs that we can use in here?
Yeah, I gotta get the service done.
Okay.
I don't know what Jay's plan is for trenching over the pole. I'll have to ask him.
Yeah.
I have the cable and everything at the shop, and the panels here.
Yeah, I saw the panel. Yeah.
Those are like gold, so.
Good.
So I've got internet scheduled to be brought in as well, so that'll have to go in the trench as well.
Yeah.
That's scheduled for the 8th, so a week from tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, I'll see if I can get Jay. The frost should be pretty much gone. Like I watched your septic, the guy that came to clean the thing.
Yep.
And it just, your gravel's going like this. So you're gonna need a lot more of that.
Yeah.
So I got your car chargers, your receptacles. I got the one outside. I'm gonna put that one in your cold cellar and the one outside on a 20 amp breaker.
Yep.
Good.
Yeah, plug in a hot plate. It's the same as a kitchen outlet, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And chances are, depending on what you put in there, it won't draw much anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I roughed in for 5 lights. These ones here are your garage door openers.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so I usually go 4 feet plus the size of the door, so you get 7-foot doors.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's back 11 feet. And then I have a 3-car garage. Well, that's our shop. It's separate from the house.
Right.
And I have 6 LED strips in. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Joel cut in a switch box here, but remember everything's gonna, Jay wants to surface mount your boxes.
Yep.
So I'll just fill that up with spray foam, it won't be a big deal. And then you do have an outside plug there and an outside light, whether you use it or not, it's
Yep.
up to you.
Yep.
No, that's good.
Yeah,
We're still planning on putting a metal plate over top.
yeah, whatever you want.
Yeah.
I can probably see, we'll have a look at what your siding is.
If we ever get it.
See if we can match the paint or whatever, so
Yeah.
it looks nice.
Yeah.
I've got some samples. It's a textured black
Oh,
siding.
it's just black?
Yeah, it's just black.
Okay. I might even be able to get a black cover.
So it looks like kind of a matte black.
Okay.
And,
So yeah, your garage is 100% done.
So if
Good.
on that, the plug that will be in here, we're able to plug in then, so a couple freezers and a plant stand. I've got LED lights, that's all.
Sorry?
It's a plant stand, like.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Grow up.
Yeah, grow up.
But it's only got LED lights kind
Yeah,
of thing,
no,
so.
for sure.
That
sure.
we'll be able to handle that.
And then, do you know what, is Jay doing steel in there as well?
He's doing steel in here. Yep.
No, in the.
Oh. I don't know. We haven't talked about that.
Okay.
Probably.
Yeah, because I was gonna mount a box, and then I thought I better not, because
Yeah.
he's probably just doing steel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, probably.
so
But
there-
this is the electric towel rack that we talked, so I
Oh
bought
yeah,
one.
Joe told me about that.
Yeah, so I bought one, so you can open it up, take a look at how it
Okay,
works.
and where does it go?
It goes
Upstairs?
in the upstairs bathroom, in the toilet area, so opposite the door. Opposite the sliding door.
You get your dryer, your washing machine, and then 2 receptacles here,
Okay?
and then your 2 here. And then off this light, I'll mount your 3 hot lights.
Yeah.
Right.
They'll just be on one switch.
Yep.
If I put them on 2, you'll never use this light.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And they're on a 3-way.
Yep. That works.
Yeah. Chances are you'll come in from the garage
Yep.
with your car,
And then turn it off
turn
there.
it off here.
Yeah.
Good.
There's no closets in here?
No.
We're gonna
Shelving.
build our own,
Yeah.
Okay.
Shelving units.
yeah.
It's basically storage.
So it's a good thing we're going with 2 panels.
Yeah, I think one would be totally filled, right?
Yeah. So the problem is, I like using a 40-80 panel. Can't get them.
Oh, really?
I've had 5 on order for over 2 years.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Okay.
So we can only get the 2040s, which means I'm bound to those. That's all I can do.
Right. Yep.
So
Put two of those in,
I'm gonna put.
identicals.
I don't have another one.
Oh.
Now, she said that they're supposed to be in either this week or next week. And she asked me how many I wanted, and I said I'll take 10 if you got lots.
Yeah.
If you don't, I'll take whatever you can give me, because I don't want to be that guy that you drop your Costco card.
Oh, great.
Everybody's starving. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
exactly. Yep.
So I don't want to be that dick that,
Took them all. Yep.
yeah. So yeah, your 2 panels go here.
Okay.
Now this switch here, do you want it inside the room or outside the room? It's up to you.
Do you have any preference?
The door's gonna swing in, right?
Yeah, it's going that way,
I
right?
think inside's fine.
Sorry?
Inside's fine.
Inside, I'll just cut it into the plywood.
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going inside with everything else, so.
And these rooms are done.
Well, so you got more than the garage. then.
Well, these guys go all over the place, like half upstairs, you know what I mean?
Yep.
I just start at one side and work my way.
Yeah. Did Ralph show up at all today?
I haven't seen anybody.
No?
I can give him a call.
Just me and my 4 personalities.
Let me give him a call.
I was starting to get the impression that maybe it was my personality that was keeping all the trades away.
No, I had actually planned to be done last week. And
Things happen.
We tell you all the things, and it's just a little bit of a breather. Just answer questions that are on top of your mind.
I'm assuming these 3 pot lights and your chandelier will be on this 3-way switch for your stair lighting.
Well, we'll have to wait for fish. I think so. It makes sense.
Yeah, nice and bright.
Yep.
I'm good. Just to like. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, the electrician here, and we're in the house right now too. Okay, great. That's good, bye-bye. He's coming over.
So the only thing I have to do is lay out your island so I can put the 3 pendant lights.
Right.
But I actually can't mount a box in the ceiling
Because the installation has to go in
until
first.
Jay's done. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
he wants to do that sooner than later. So tomorrow and probably Saturday.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
even Sunday. I'm gonna try to finish. He wanted the garage done so he could put the steel on.
Right?
So I did that first. And then I just want to finish your laundry room because I'm there anyway. And then eventually make my way up here to just have all the wires hang. And then Jay's going to put in backing because obviously your ceiling fan's got to be supported
Yep.
properly. I'm not
Yep.
worried about your pot lights.
Yep.
And then we can, he can go ahead and insulate. He's
Right.
got a lot of work to do that.
Yeah.
And then strap it.
So, did you want to ask about the pot lights and the chandelier above the stair? So, Andrew was asking if we wanted to use that switch for all 3 pot lights on the stairway and the chandelier for the corner. So you have
Sure,
everything off the
sure.
one switch.
Yeah.
And then there's
Same-
another one at the
same
bottom, right?
idea that your laundry room, you're never gonna put it on if you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
I find that a lot.
yeah.
People want 100 switches and never. Now this room makes sense. Unfortunately, that product was just too much money.
Yeah.
But you know what, Roland? With a bank of dimmers, in about 8 to 10 seconds, you can still make the same scenes pretty quick.
Well,
Yeah, that's what we were
I
thinking.
was
Yep.
saying, do you really need that, your place isn't that big that you can stand up and walk over to a wall and turn on, and I
Yeah.
said, yeah, exactly. You
Yeah,
know,
like,
it's
she
not
said
like you're a huge house
the product caters to people with no budget.
yeah.
Um,
Right now it does, because it's so
And there's-
new, right?
Yeah, it's new, right? So
Yep.
Lutron can charge whatever they want. 'Cause
Yep.
they pretty much got, there is other manufacturers, but they're the top.
Yep.
So, like she said, you know, the average product she sells at a home would be $50,000. And you know what? I got to meet with a guy tomorrow afternoon, and it appeals to him because he's got a cottage, and then he can control everything from home.
Yeah. Yeah.
So your time's not going to be wasted.
You didn't waste my time.
Okay.
I had to do it anyway. She's been bugging me for months, so don't worry about
Okay.
that. I think the course took me 8 hours. So then.
So there's
don't
another
worry about-
three-way switch though on the bottom one, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you will. I'm gonna put a smoke detector in your craft room.
Okay.
Just because, who knows, you might use it as a bedroom, or,
Yep.
you know, it's got
Yeah.
windows and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, well, even for resale, someone might, like, rather than,
yeah, like, somebody else is gonna use that as
Yep.
a bedroom.
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
So I'll put a smoke detector in there, like, your plants don't have them, so, and then you'll have one right here downstairs.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where we thought the one was going to be down
It'll
there.
be right in
Yep.
the center of the
Yep.
hallway. You're gonna have one downstairs right at the bottom. of the
Oh,
stairs.
okay.
You have to have one at the bottom and the top
Okay.
of the stairs.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, that one might do both, but I don't wanna chance it because then we're ripping down drywall.
Yep. Yep.
So for the cost of an extra wire,
And then we've got one up here?
get one at the top of the stairs,
Yeah.
one in the hallway,
Okay.
and those are 3-in-1s.
Okay.
So they do smoke, strobe, and carbon monoxide.
Right. Okay.
And the ones in the bedrooms are 2-in-1s. They only do smoke and strobe.
Okay.
So they're, and then each bedroom will have a 2-in-1.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
So you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 3-in-1s and 4
Yeah.
2-in-1s.
Right.
So I'll put one in the studio, in your
In the office as well.
yeah,
Yep.
office, yeah. Same thing, just for resale or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
And then we'll mount that box up there. And then I have, in my shop, I have some, like, stock of there's closet lights. So what I'm gonna do is, just because I don't think you get away with the chandelier up there,
Oh, okay.
but, sorry,
No, that's fine.
I'm
Okay.
trying to stay away from you guys.
No.
So what I'm gonna do is throw one out for now,
Okay.
so don't think, and
There
then,
isn't one, yeah.
as soon as we get the final, I'll come back and put that chandelier up for
Okay.
you.
Yeah. Yeah. Great.
So the towel rack is going, so is the vanity span this whole thing? 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't know where to put your vanity lights.
Yeah, it's gonna span the whole thing.
So centered.
Yeah.
Come right to here?
Come right to
So
here.
right in the center of this.
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
want-
Jay's gonna check, he was gonna check to see that if he had to move this a little bit more or something like that, but he,
Okay.
it's a 48-inch
48.
standard, vanity.
I'm pretty sure that that's already got the space.
49 or 48 and some, like, in there.
I thought it was 49 the last time I
I
looked.
got 49,
Yeah.
3/4.
Yeah.
That's what he had on the wall or on the floor at one point. It must be underneath there.
I don't know.
Michael Jackson.
And
Hmm.
pot light in your shower here.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then, looks like you wanted 2 pot lights in here.
Yep.
Okay. And the toilet goes here.
And the
Toilet's there.
And the drying rack
and
is
the
gonna be
drying rack
here.
is gonna be here.
Okay, towels are,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So I'll take that and have a look at it and see how we wire it to make sure the wire's in the proper spot.
Yep. It has both. You can hardwire it or you can plug it in.
Okay. You have a
Okay.
preference?
I prefer it to be hardwired.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Then we don't have to worry about somebody messing around, like grandchildren or whatever.
And then 2 ceiling fans, 1 in each.
Yes.
Yep.
And then, the receptacles are good in here. They have to plug away, that's for sure.
And then we get two lights
sconces and switches. Yep.
Perfect, yep.
Yeah, that's what you want?
Yep.
Okay.
Um,
Are they actual light boxes?
I think so.
Okay, so I'll put a box
I have them, they're at
I'll
the
mount a box.
apartment, so,
in the ICF then.
oh, okay, yeah.
yeah, okay, I better, I'll bring them here as well.
Looks good though, Andrew. Thank you.
Yeah, I know. I try to teach them. The inspector says I have OCD because I make them drill all the holes the same. And then most people do all the ICF, the chainsaw, electric chainsaw.
Yeah.
To make them use strap. Make them use strapping so it's nice and neat. Makes a big difference.
Yeah, it looks good. Of course, once it gets covered up, nobody ever sees any of that.
No, but you have it on video.
Yep.
If you want to hang something, you'll know where the wires are, you know what I mean?
Well, that's a good question, and I guess it's something that we have to talk with Jay about, but once the drywall's up, how do we find out where the actual plastic studs are?
Yeah, that's tough.
Can't use a stud finder, right?
No. And actually, as far as stud finder goes, a good magnet works better than a stud finder.
Yeah.
That would do, yeah.
But for your TV, I would ask them to put in, like, does it go on like right here
Oh, it's probably going that.
Probably there.
or
Yeah.
the receptacle?
Yeah.
And you'll mount that yourself,
Yeah.
probably, right?
Yeah.
Geez, might be even beneficial to put a couple pieces of backing in.
Yeah, so, because we also
A
have
piece of
shelves.
plywood slightly larger than the actual rack itself.
We also
Yeah.
have shelving that's gonna go above this window,
Yeah,
above the shelves.
So there's got to be some methodology to finding those, measuring it out maybe.
yeah, like I say, for your shelves and your TV, I would take the carpenter's match when they do come back to put some backing in for you.
Yeah.
Same with your shelves.
So is it also that way to run?
And we can tie them directly to those, and then we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're doing everything off of Wi-Fi?
In terms of internet? Yep.
Not quite.
Except this TV will be directly linked to the switch down in my office because I've got a power module, so I go through the electrical system. So it brings internet directly here.
Is that right?
Yeah. So you've got a mount downstairs that plugs into the switch, so that it's got access to the internet,
Yeah.
and then it uses the electrical system to create the network.
Yeah.
And there's a receptacle up here which does the opposite of what that one down there is doing.
Yeah.
So it's got an Ethernet connector on it, and I put another switch here actually, because it'll have the television, it'll have a computer, Mac Mini, and then there's probably another device that I'll attach to it as well, a hard drive that's network enabled as well. So it'll all be running off of the same system. And the connection between here and here is really, really quick
Yeah.
as compared to Wi-Fi.
I know,
Even Wi-Fi is getting better. What do you have to do for the island as well? You'll have to put
yeah, I'll bring up
a
two
couple of
wires.
pieces of wire, right?
Yeah.
We have an island right below
I'll
here.
bring up two wires down below. So we go them into the floor.
The level of this window and the level of this window, the counter is come right up to the ledge itself,
Yeah.
and so there's no place to actually put the receptacle.
Yeah, you're actually above it. Probably 36, right?
Yep. And as a consequence, we thought having a receptacle in the fridge box here so that we can use it for the counter
Yeah, they have
would
that.
be helpful. Okay, that's what that is. Good. Taken care of.
But, yeah, and then they said that this room is saying that it's gonna
looks like they called 2 home runs a year. So I'll just pull one of them back and put it in there.
Right, okay. They got a little happy.
No, sounds like there's a salesman here.
Don't recognize that voice at all.
You have is there a railing that goes up?
On here?
Yeah.
Yes. But there'll be a raised deck as well,
Oh, I see.
and then a railing around the outside. And a stairway coming off over there.
Okay.
I think this will be a great space up here.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. It actually, for at least 6 months a year, doubles the space in your home,
Yep.
right?
And it's heading west, so it's got the setting sun.
Nice. Yeah, typically they bring in everything, and I just hook it up from your mechanical room. Yeah, they already have the line pulled, looks like.
So it needs to be buried as well?
No.
Some kind of
looks like-
trench? No?
Looks like Jay put a conduit in for it. But I'll need a trench over to that pole for your
Yeah.
hydro.
Well, I hope to be able to use it for internet as well.
And I think for now, Roland, just because of timing, to get power in the house, I'll probably just put it on, like, I think I have a 80 amp breaker for that.
Okay?
And just put a junction box, like something temporary underneath.
Right.
And then we can power both your trailer and your house. There's no sense disconnecting anything until you're...
Yeah, we're going to be living in the trailer in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah.
We have no choice. Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah, so he's got the well line right here. So what I do is sleeve that and flex.
Right?
There's only, you'll have the controller. This is a 3-wire system. So this will go into the controller, and then I'll have a disconnect switch that comes off the panel,
Okay, yep.
service disconnect. And out of the disconnect switch, it'll go to the pressure switch. Out of the pressure switch, it'll go to your controller.
Right.
That's pretty standard, Roland.
Okay.
I've only ever wired one house that's city water. And that was-
So you're pretty used to working with wells.
and that was in Bob Cajun.
So is Ralph okay?
I don't know, I was talking to this guy, other guy that came in. He's a masonry guy. Their shop is next to Home Hardware. Wondering if we, well, he was always wondering what was being built here, so
Trying to size some
came
stone.
over, right? Yeah, someone. I said, well, we were going to have stone on the bottom, but we're not anymore.
No.
So, and, well, if you're putting a fireplace in, I said, well, it's just going to be a pellet stove, so.